And speaking of Veterans Day, Dan, for those heading out to those events, they might want to carry an umbrella, right?
Yeah, we've got some rain headed our way for Veterans Day. In the morning, the events will probably see some drizzle on and off, but then actual rain coming through in the afternoon with some wind. We'll time it all out for you here in a moment. Let's take a live look from Domenico's on the wharf tonight. Things pretty quiet across the Central Coast this weekend, and that will carry through for tomorrow as well, with nice conditions expected, albeit a little bit on the cool side tomorrow, but ultimately it should be a pretty decent day if you're going to be out and about doing whatever you need to do on your Sunday. The bigger picture does reveal, though, a complex weather pattern. We've got an area of low pressure over the Central Plains that's moving away from us. Weak high pressure to the south, which kept temperatures seasonable to slightly warm over the last couple of days. And we do have a trough coming ashore. We can see some rain in Northern California, Oregon, Washington. This thing is actually kind of falling apart, though. So our eyes are going to be headed toward the next system behind it. And I'll show you what I mean by that as we move to our look ahead future tracker here. So here's the little trough coming ashore. You see some rain with it, but notice as it just kind of falls apart tomorrow. So while areas from north of the Bay Area are likely to see a little bit of rain overnight tonight, we're not going to see anything here locally from it at all, except just slightly cooler temperatures tomorrow. But the next system building in the Gulf of Alaska will send a cold front our way, and it'll likely be here on Monday in the afternoon hours. So that is going to bring us a good chance of rain here across the region. And I think most coastal cities are going to get rain. Inland areas, a few spots in the south might not get much, but ultimately this system should hit most of us as it moves through. It's not going to feature any flooding or heavy rain, but we could see some moderate rain with it. And a lot of times when it's raining moderately, people will say it's raining heavily in their neighborhood. So we have some rain coming through on Monday. It's going to come out pretty quickly, though. We're going to take a closer look at it in a moment. Don't worry about that. I just want to show you that later on in the week, we do have another chance of rain Wednesday into Thursday, perhaps even Thursday into Friday. So things staying pretty active here. As we are in the rainy season, we expect weather like this, and it certainly won't disappoint us this week, although just don't expect any heavy rain, I suppose, necessarily. Certainly some rain on the way for us Monday, but not tomorrow as we take a look at our future track here. Headed out tomorrow morning, got the Monterey Bay Half Marathon. I think it starts in Monterey, heads to Pacific Grove, or maybe vice versa. Either way, temperatures to start at 7 a.m. should be in the mid-40s under partly cloudy skies. Should have a nice sunrise tomorrow morning. We'll get to the mid-50s by 9 a.m. or so. So it should be a pretty decent morning. Just a little on the cool side for folks running out there. I know there's like a 3K and a 5K going on as well. Rest of the day tomorrow, looking mostly sunny. A few thin high clouds passing through. We'll have onshore breezes in the afternoon, nothing extreme. Just between 1 to 3 degrees cooler than today, I think, for most locations. And today was pretty seasonable, so tomorrow will probably be a little bit below normal. Now, tomorrow evening, low clouds will start to fill in around the bay. We might see a little bit of drizzle kicking off around the bay by the time you wake up Monday morning, and that's going to be how things start. A little bit of moisture to start off the day, so patchy, wet roads possible on your Monday morning commute. And then the cold front will come through Monday afternoon. Here's the latest model run showing by lunchtime, the front basically moving through Santa Cruz, probably all the way to Rio Del Mar, just touching the peninsula. So along this front, I'm expecting light to moderate rainfall, along with some gusty winds. Not extreme wind or anything like that, but it's still going to be windy as it moves through. We track it to around 2 or 3 p.m. and it's moved through Salinas. The latest run is a little bit earlier, so you know, maybe that's some good news for the parade in Salinas, which starts at 2, although the opening ceremony's at 1. But if it goes a little bit earlier, maybe we're done with rain in Salinas by the time it moves through. It is going to be a fast-moving front by 4 p.m. Notice it's pretty much all the way into southern San Benito and Monterey counties and out of here. And that is going to be about it with that. So it's a fast-moving system. Should come through pretty quickly, but it will have some wind and some rain. Of course, we'll be keeping a close eye on it. Make sure to stay tuned to my forecast tomorrow, and we'll give you the latest information. Future track precip through Monday morning from just the drizzle event, maybe light rain drizzle, showing a few hundredths of an inch. And then the main event coming through in the afternoon, perhaps 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain with this system. We'll take it. And I don't want to talk about fires anymore. Temperature forecast tomorrow. Here's what we're looking at in Santa Cruz County. We're going to start off Chile in the morning with 30s up and down the San Lorenzo Valley. I mean, this is what you've been at the last several mornings as well. Scotts Valley 36. You're back into the upper 60s to around 70 tomorrow. On the coast down to the 40s overnight, back in the mid to upper 60s. Downtown Santa Cruz around 68 tomorrow. 68 also in also in Watsonville tomorrow. Salinas at 70, low to mid 70s in the northern valleys, and 60s back on the Bayshore. Over to the peninsula and vicinity. Expecting highs to be in the low to mid 60s tomorrow. Lows will be in the 40s, and then down south we'll see some chilly mornings. I mean, we've been cold in places like the San Antonio and Bradley last couple mornings. Tomorrow morning will be no exception. So if you have some of those sensitive plants, there are no alerts in place, but yeah, you might want to bring the banana tree inside if you have one of those or whatever. Highs back in the mid 70s tomorrow afternoon for most of the Salinas Valley, low 70s in the Carmel and Big Sur valleys. 7-day forecast for coastal cities showing that temperature going to stay pretty cool here for the next 7 days, all below normal. We've got rain likely on Monday, breezy and cool Wednesday, Tuesday to Wednesday, and then additional unsettled weather late in the week. Timing of that's really hard to tell at this point in time. We'll probably see some rain late in the week. Right now I'm not seeing anything heavy, but looking unsettled anyway. Inland areas also big temperature drops. We're going to be close to normal tomorrow, but that's about it. After that, somewhat cool temps really for the rest of the week and into next weekend. Please stay tuned to the forecast for all those rainy situations. We'll time it out for you in the coming days.
For sure. Thank you, Dan.